Yo, this is your boy, Kirby Boy, coming live at you from the mic and the stand. Yo, this is his main man, Jamie.
Do not ever call me Jamie. You will be slapped. In fact, come here.
Fuck off.
Come here.
I will hate you. Broken out.
Hello. And welcome to Max Level Games. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's installment of the Max Level Games podcast. I am your host with the least, Mr. James Walters, alongside, as always, the man, myth, and legs end, Mr. Liam Malcolm.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for being here, sir.
I do try my best. I do try my best.
Yeah, I know. To our returning listeners, why don't you look at us the same way you have anymore? Have you been listening to other podcasts on the side, you sluts?
I hear you say Pewdie's name at night.
Why?
I fucking hate
what did we do wrong? And for the newcomers, hello. Welcome to the Max Level Games podcast. We're going to sit here for about an hour, probably more, usually more. And we're going to talk about all things games, films, and whatever in between we fancy, really.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Anything we really tickle the underpickle.
Always tickling the pickles.
Always.
Very ticklish pickles. You'll find us on SoundCloud, YouTube, and on Facebook at Max Level Games. Nope, facebook.com/Max Level Games. We don't have a website
fucking
yet.
Amateur.
Or probably at any point. Should we make a website? No.
Should we?
Nah.
I mean, maybe when we get a bit more funds.
I don't have to make a website, do you?
I mean, YouTube.
Oh yeah, YouTube it, fuck it.
Use YouTube to make our own website.
Anyway, yes, as I say, Facebook and all the love and likes is very much appreciated. We appreciate every single little bit. And the last thing to say before we start, just messing this up completely today, fuck it, is, as you just noticed, we say some very adult things here.
Yes, we fucking do.
Yes, we motherfucking do.
We do. We like choking bitches and slapping hoes.
Not in that order. Not necessarily in that order. So if you are easily offended, you have been warned.
This is your trigger warning, snowflakes.
Get the fuck out.
You don't belong here.
You came to the wrong side of the neighborhood.
You on the wrong side of the web now, bitch.
Oh god. Dark web, here we are. Imagine that if we're actually on the dark web somewhere.
That would scare me a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because it'd be our faces on the dark web. It'd be like, oh shit.
No, I mean, we got SWAT team breaking the doors down and all that.
Oh my god, no, I could not stand being swatted.
Imagine being swatted. I'd cry. I'm not even gonna lie, I would cry.
People have actually died from being swatted. That's how bad that of a joke that is. Quotation marks. Prank, rather.
I mean, it's a funny prank when nothing goes wrong.
Yeah, if it's all just like a little surprise shock. But at the same time, right, you're scaring the shit out of the person who's you're swatting, obviously.
Yeah.
You're also wasting the police's time as well. Unless you actually call them and say, oh yeah, this streamer's casually fucking murdering someone on his live stream.
Oh, this streamer's casually molesting a 4-year-old on live stream.
Then, by all means, swat them the fuck up.
But that ain't a joke no more. That's you genuinely rescuing someone's life.
Oh, but yeah. We got really bad off topip here.
Yeah, really bad.
Welcome back, Liam. This is episode 30.
I know, man.
We are 30 years old.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I'm going to need a walking stick next week.
I already have one.
No.
A cane. I have my cane.
Any excuse to get that thing out. And the cane.
Yeah, yeah. God damn it. So, we weren't back here last week because, to be honest, I think there was just a lot of mixed
there was just
messages and organisations and
stuff. It
wasn't
even that, I think, just to be fair, there was a lot going on in both our heads. I had a lot going on myself, as you know.
Yeah, and I was sort of waiting for a job opportunity that never came.
Yeah.
So I think that's first order of business, is apologising for not being here last week.
We apologise, fans. We do apologise. We do try our best, honestly.
Yeah, it's just obviously
we're not messing you about. We're not trying to. We appreciate every time you watch us. Honestly, it helps us. So it's not that we were being complete assholes. We did actually. We had a lot going on last week, so we apologise.
And but as Jeff Goldblum says, life finds a way.
Life always finds a way.
Yes, it does. So. We're back. Guess who's back? No. We're not doing that again. So, yes. Hello, Liam. What have you played this week? Anything or nothing?
Obviously, like I said, just life's gotten away, so not really much.
Okay. Well, I've got shitloads I can talk about this week, so.
I mean, you do you. This is the first week I'm just going to sit back and enjoy. Well, never mind.
Don't finish that sentence, damn it.
Never mind.
I'm not going to finish that. Okay, so, well, where do I start with this week? Okay, so
the beginning.
I can start at the beginning. I can start with the easiest thing to talk about. So Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Actually, like I said last time, I've actually sat down and committed time to that now.
Committed to it.
Yeah, I think I've put only about an hour and a half into
Did
it.
you put a ring on it?
I tried, but it just sort of Kamehameha it out of the way. I think it was a no.
Oh.
I'm going to take it as a no.
I mean, technically they didn't say no. I mean, always ask again.
You can always ask it again, yeah, but it just I'm getting that sense of a no. Like without you know without confirming it, I feel as
without
if,
being too pushy.
Yeah, I feel like I've been noed. I feel like I've been rejected. So yeah.
I always love you.
But either way, yeah, I've spent about an hour and a half into it.
Didn't even say you love me back, you fucking whore.
Because I don't. Fucking slut.
I know.
Yeah, put about an hour into it, maybe an hour and a half. I don't know what to say about it really, other than the fact that I'm sort of committing to it now because I've decided I'm going to commit to it. But at the same time, it just gets a bit. It's very grindy. Mm-hmm. It is really grindy to like level up and be strong enough. I mean, God forbid, I'm actually quite fortunate enough because as you were there, just like when we discovered this, like we've unlocked 2 of the DLC missions.
Yeah.
And even if you lose, which we did because we were stupidly underleveled.
Mate, they ranked you up quick.
Yeah. Although, truth be told, I actually went back to one of them after leveling up a little bit and actually got through the first stage and then died the second one. But
yes, it's over! What the fuck?
Even when you lose, you get like 1,400 experience. So.
Do you know what game really used to do that though?
What?
Yes, I've finished the game, finally! I've grinded so hard, it's butt raped me senseless and I finally finished it. Wait, what? There's another part of this?
Which one's this?
Ninja Gaiden.
Never played.
Really?
Really? I've seen it being played.
I would like to discuss that sometime.
Okay, well if you play it, then by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's just it was one of them. It was one of them kind of. It was like it was an original Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It was just a fucking grind of a game, but it was so much fun to play.
I remember the last one was on the PS3 and 360, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. Ninja Gaiden or something. Was it just a Ninja Gaiden 3?
Yeah, because I had Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden...
Gaiden or Gaiden?
I've always called it Gaiden.
I've always heard Gaiden.
I've always said Gaiden.
Well, to be fair, I've been watching people talk about it who are American, so...
Yeah.
That could be why.
We say Gaiden, they say Gaiden.
You say tomato, I say tomato. I say potato, no one says potato. That's just stupid.
That's just stupid.
That's not even English.
Listen, Tommy, we need to talk about Tommy. We need to talk about Tommy. Tommy, we need to talk about little
We
Johnny.
need to talk about the other Tommy. Which Tommy? You're confusing me. We know like 6.
Yeah, you know Tommy the Trigger, right?
No, you mean Tommy the
Tommy the Two-Sayer? Says everything twice.
Tommy the Twitch.
Yeah, Tommy the Twitch.
Yeah,
you know the guy.
Way off base. Okay. See what I mean? This was both the easiest and the worst to talk about Dragon Ball's universe. I enjoy it. It's Dragon Ball. It's just grindy, and I'll get to finishing it eventually, whenever that may be. So, but other than that, let's see. So, I said I was going to start Detective Pikachu, and I did. Well, carried on with it.
Is it Ryan Reynolds?
It's not Ryan Reynolds. No,
that sucks.
The strange thing about the game version of it is it's a lot more like a Danny DeVito style level of voice for it. And he's obsessed with coffee. Like, obsessed.
Yeah, but every detective's obsessed with coffee.
I know, but still, it's just like, we get it. It's stereotype.
Can just imagine it.
It's fun, though. How do I put this? It's not the Ace Attorney levels of puzzling and investigation and stuff, where it probably makes you think sometimes outside the box to get to the right answer. It's very straightforward. Like, obviously, it's mostly intended for children.
Yeah. There's
still a few points of it where I was just like, I don't see the link they're trying to make me figure out here. Yeah. But, sort of like trial and error, and then you get it. I haven't finished it yet because I think I'm on like chapter 8 or 9 or something like that. The story is pretty straightforward. It's been out for over years. We're going to discuss spoilers and stuff as far as I've been. The whole gist of it is you play as Tim Goodman. Your dad's a detective. He's gone missing. Pikachu was his partner, and he's now helping you find your dad. Along the way, you discover that there is a sort of like a drug smuggling system going on, but it's like not like a human drug. It's a Pokemon drug called R. That every time it's used on a Pokemon, it sends them berserk and they go into a rampage and all this kind of shit.
So it's cocaine.
It's Rocaine.
It's Rocaine.
With an R. But let's just call it R. As in like Team Rocket.
I get it.
But it's pretty fun.
I've just got an image of like Mew like that. My life's crap. I'm alive!
To be fair, actually, the drug art is revolved around like Mew and Mewtwo and stuff.
Well, there you go.
Because
what are the chances?
I believe I'm trying to get the story right here. They're trying to use Mew, like normal Mew cells, to create a medicine, but they couldn't get Mew cells because Mew's obviously so fucking rare.
Yeah.
So they used Mewtwo cells, who's obviously a genetically created Pokemon.
Yeah.
And obviously it's very different, and Mewtwo has like a berserk gene inside him, which is why he's so angry all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So that's what's sending Pokemon mental. But yeah, it's
Would
good.
Shoot a septum?
Not that kind of septum, no.
That really hurts, by the way.
Yeah, I imagine it does. You just put a fucking...
A peg.
a clothes peg on your nose. I'll move on, shall I?
Quickly.
So I also played the new Pokemon game, Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah.
Which, in a word, is the most adorable fucking thing you'll ever play in your life. And I know this isn't your bag, mate, but my god, it is so fucking cute.
You do cute and cuddly, I do death and destruction. It's as simple as that.
I like both.
Who does it better?
You fuck off. Not the point. The point is, although it's worth talking about actually, because this game got review bombed when it came out the other week. Like, well, yeah, because it is very easy. Like compared to previous Pokemon games, it's incredibly easy.
But it's aimed more at kids now, isn't it? Pokemon is aimed at more kids.
Well,
now.
yeah, this version was sort of released as a, it was aimed towards like the Pokemon Go players, the ones who don't actually play the main series games. But obviously, Game Freak and Nintendo were like, well, we can probably get these guys in if we give them a hybrid sort of game.
No.
Which, to be fair, it is. There's so many Pokemon Go elements in this game, but at the same time, it really works. So, have you ever played a Pokemon game before in your life at all?
I think I've played a few. I wasn't a diehard lover of them.
No, understandably.
I played Yellow. I played Red.
Mm-hmm.
I think I played Blue.
So basically Gen 1.
Just the originals, really, more than anything else. I had a little go of Pokemon Go, but then I just thought, I couldn't get really into it. It wasn't really my thing.
No, that's fair. Well, essentially, Let's Go is like it's a remake of Yellow, except it does the whole two different game situation where you can get different things in different games. But like, do you remember the random encounters in the games? You just walk through the grass or anything, and then you don't know what's coming at you at all. You're just suddenly in a fight. Well, it's different in this one because they're roaming around in the grass, and you can see what you want to get. And like,
I mean, that did used to do me head, and you'd be sitting there for ages trying to get a certain
trying to find a certain thing.
Yeah.
And you just encounter all this other shit in the way.
And it used to piss you off if you lost as well, because you just spent hours looking for it. You finally find it, and it kicks your ass, and you're like,
yeah. Well, it's obviously, like I said, with this, it's different because you can see them roaming around. And even then, when you encounter them, you don't actually fight them anymore. You just straight catch them. The only fights in the game are trainer battles.
Well, that sucks.
I mean, it is. It takes a bit to get used to. Especially because you're like, oh, I need to go grind some levels up. I'm going to go fight these Pokemon. No, wait. Can't do that. So you fight the trainers to level up. Or, well, to be fair, when you catch them, you get experience as well, which is shared amongst the entire party.
You can't moan there, I suppose.
No, it's interesting, and I've been fortunate enough to get the Pokeball Plus, which is the tiny Pokeball control thing, and it is literally like this big. Like I actually feel like I've got a small claw hand. You know, like when you play the old arcade games, I've got the claw hand from this thing. And it's a nice little gimmick, to be honest, but it just has its problems.
Yeah. Because
there's only 2 buttons on it, which count for A and B. Mm-hmm. But when you want to like do other options, like press the Y button, for instance, or the X button. In fact, the X button has no option on this controller. The Y button is you sort of shake the controller.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work for all things, so that's even more confusing. So it's a nice little gimmick, is what I'd say. But I would also say that it's not worth. Well, it depends. And there's also the incentive as well, and this is pretty scummy, we discussed this before. You can only get Mew if you buy the Pokeball Plus. So you can't have a complete Pokedex unless you sink 50 quid into the new controller.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sucky.
It's like microtransactions in real life. The only other benefit is that you can use this Pokeball with, if you play Pokemon Go, it connects with that as well.
Mate, I'm just happy, like, we spoke about this before, and I just want to say it again, I'm actually happy that certain, like, I think it was Germany, if I remember, actually banning microtransactions completely.
Yeah, I think it's Germany, or is it? It's a European country regardless.
It is a European company regardless, and I'm so happy that they're finally starting to take on board that.
I think that was more towards loot crates than anything else.
No, it was just microtransactions. It was more towards loot crates because they classed it as gambling.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're going to get with micro. Yeah. I think microtransactions are like, the next evil to take down.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
No, I think it was like a first step in it. The idea behind it was, obviously, the loot crates was gambling.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get rid of microtransactions altogether. But they're going to keep microtransactions in for aesthetic.
Well, I remember.
So you know what you're getting. You pay for what you're getting, so that way it's not gambling anymore. It is a purchase.
Well, I remember when we discussed the news story about how like our rating system over here, like how it was in the back of the box, like violence, sex, drugs, that kind of thing. They've now introduced the loot boxes or microtransactions symbol on the back as well, so you know they're going to be in the game as well.
That's terrible.
It is very bad.
That's when you know that it's getting to a point now it needs to stop.
No, but the problem is most of the big companies are still standing by microtransactions because it makes money.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it makes a bit more money, but at the end of the day, it's going to fuck us over. It fucks the people like me and you over.
It's this new mentality of games as a surface rather than like a standalone thing. But that's a rant for another time.
Yeah.
Either way, it is good. Let's go Eevee. That's why I chose Let's Go Eevee.
Because you're a bitch.
No, because Eevee's adorable. Simple as.
See what I mean about being a bitch?
I don't give a fuck. That's all I can say about it. Really, is it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's a lot easier. Like there is a lot of things in it that are very very easy compared to the old games. Like how if you wanted to swap out Pokemon that you caught with the ones that were in your party, you had to go to the Pokemon Center and use the PC. You don't have to do that anymore because like all your Pokemon are in your bag, so you transfer it over.
Yeah.
Piece of piss. You could go into an area which you know is going to be populated by trainers using, say, grass-type Pokemon. Yeah. So you'd basically just go into your bag, swap out a load of Pokemon that are effective against grass types, and you're sorted.
Which would be
fire types.
Oh, fair enough.
And flying types.
Why would flying types be any good against grass types?
I never got that metaphor, but there was one metaphor I remember developing. Remember types, and I'll land on this before we move on.
No.
In the Pokemon games, fighting types are not very effective against flying types, but rock types are effective against flying types. And I remember this line that's saying, like, you ever tried to punch a bird? No. You can't. But you can throw a rock at it. So, but then flying types are effective against fighting types because of that other way around.
Yeah.
You can't punch a bird, but a bird can punch you. Or peck you.
I will break a bird's neck.
I will break you off. So...
I'm going to snap the fuck out of a pigeon's neck. And look happy when I do it.
My God, it's pretty fucked up. The only other thing I played was Spyro.
Spyro's good game.
Spyro is a great game, and we're going to talk about Spyro a bit later on. But as for the Reignited trilogy, it's fucking beautiful. Yeah. It looks amazing. You've seen it yourself. Mm-hmm. Graphic quality wise, it's brilliant.
Italian hand of people aren't
Italian watching. Hand of approval. The quality of life changes are good. Yeah, I like them because it makes keeping track of things a lot easier. Yeah. Like, well, my sort of way of going about it now is until I have 100% of the level, if I physically can. Yeah. And I'll explain why when I explain that in a second. Then I will. Like, I'll get all the gems, get all the extra bits, and then get out the level. So I don't have to come back to it. I can just finish the game and finish the game, if you know what I mean. Yeah. The only time that's different, obviously, is in like the second game, which I'm currently onto the last section of. Yeah. Where you don't have certain powers, like the climbing ability, swing ability, the head bash ability, all these kind of things.
Why not?
Remember Moneybags?
Yeah.
Him. He'll only teach you those abilities for some gems. And, yeah, that prick.
Dick.
So, on certain levels where there's a climbing section before I learnt to climb...
You couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it. But then as soon as I got the skill, I was straight back finishing it. As I say, at the minute, I have all the abilities and I'm just finishing off the levels. Yeah, I think I only got 2 or 3 more before I fight Ripto and I'm done. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm more looking forward to playing the third one because that's one I remember
most. That was the one that I remember you saying you got into more, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 and 3 were my favourites as a kid. I'm pretty sure I played 3 most over 2, but 2 was definitely like...
Yeah, because 3 was kind of more our era.
Yeah, it was. It was the later...
It was the later 90s. No, it was the later...
I think it was early noughties, actually. Yeah. Something like that. Late 90s, early noughties, something like that. But it's... I don't know what to say. Other than it's just really good. You
okay, I'll explain it for you. This is James when he plays it. That's pretty much it.
I mean, I wouldn't... I can either confirm...
Wait.
I can either confirm nor deny that.
Okay.
But since that's all I can say about it, and we'll just move on from that, and that's it for Play this week, isn't it? That's all we can
I've proper tickled myself with that.
Oh god, we've lost him. We've lost him. He's done. Put a fork in him. He's done.
Just give me a minute.
Okay. It's okay. We'll edit this in post. Yeah, you're good. No, he's still going. He's still fucking going.
I'm sorry. That's gonna be so much editing. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's only like a good 5 minutes to cut out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go.
Bell end. Oh god. Okay. So as we finished the play section. Next thing to talk about is film news. And heads up, spoiler warning for the news section this week. Sparse as fuck. There's not much come out this week at all.
No. It's near Christmas. Nothing really ever.
No, I know. Not really.
Not until like mid-December when you start dropping all kinds of like next year in early summer.
Well, to be fair, and I'll talk about this in a minute. But we'll move on. We'll move on now. I'll say what I was going to say in a second. But the first news story is a very recent one. We have unfortunately lost someone else this last week. In fact, it was very recently. In fact, it was Monday.
Yeah.
Stephen Hillenburg, who many people will know as the guy who created SpongeBob SquarePants.
Our childhood, man, right there.
Well, yeah.
Right there.
I played all of the PS2 games of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
They were brilliant. Battle of Bikini Bottom is the best game.
I'm not going to argue with you on it, but...
Yeah, I know. I know what your favourite is.
We've had this debate many a times.
I can. To be fair though, I can concede your point. I do really like the movie game.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, but Battle of Bikini Bottom has more. Fuck that. Battle of Bikini Bottom has more variety for me.
I can see what you're saying, and I do agree with you on that term. But I don't know, maybe just because it was more of a. I like the fact that it was a good
movie game.
Yeah, it was a good game adapted from a movie, which is.
Very rare.
Yeah.
Very fucking
rare. So, I don't know. Maybe I just appreciate the fact that it was more of a good movie game than anything else. But
it was a good movie game and it played well.
Yeah.
Although you look back on them now and the controls are a bit clunky, the driving sections were quite fun.
Yeah, they were.
But the show as a whole,
Yeah.
like SpongeBob as a character, he has withstood the test of time. Really, he's been going for a while.
Oh god, yeah. What was it? 1999.
Again, it's one of them late noughties, early 90s kind of situations.
I'm almost certain it was like 1999.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless, that's the kind of show that's.
And the last episode aired in like 2017.
I'm pretty sure it's still going, you know.
I'm sure it was the last episode, you know.
Well, no, I don't know. I would have to look into this, but I'm sure it's still going because there is another film in the works.
Yeah, I know there's another film, but I think the episodes were like done.
Well, no, it's one of those kind of franchises that doesn't want to die because it is so popular.
I mean, to be fair, it spanned how many generations? I mean, it was our childhood.
Yeah.
It was my niece's childhood. It's now my son's childhood.
Exactly. It's the kind of series that literally anyone can watch because we as adults look at it and...
I still watch SpongeBob now.
If it's on, I'll watch it as well.
Exactly.
So, it's the kind of... The funny thing was, we were actually discussing this, the other day, like... It's the kind of show that if it just comes on TV, we're not going to switch over. It's like, oh yeah, it's SpongeBob. We like SpongeBob. And the kids are going to switch over. It's like, it's SpongeBob.
Exactly. It's for us. It's kind of an reminiscent moment.
Yeah, and obviously we can also appreciate how it's sort of refined over the years.
But not even that as well. Now as kids we loved it because it was a cartoon. It was our favourite cartoon. As adults, we're starting to pick up on the other jokes that are slightly thrown in.
The hidden little adult jokes.
The innuendos that you got. Like there's a scene where SpongeBob's watching something on the telly.
Oh yeah, I know what you're on about.
And it's obviously it's not unrude.
No,
it's not unrude. But Gary comes in and he shits himself and turns over there quick. He's like, Gary, I was just watching the game. Now we know what that's hinting at.
Yeah, we know
we
what
get
that
the
means.
joke behind that. For our younger audience, you just won't.
No.
And we're not going to explain that.
No,
So go
we're
and speak to your mother or father.
Oh no, my God.
But, as adults, we appreciate the older jokes. You know what I mean? It was one of them shows that new kids were going to watch it and parents were going to have to watch it with them. Yeah. So it kept the parents entertained as well. Mm-hmm. It's one of them.
This show really defines like many people's lives, and that's why
so many people get so many references as well.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying this is it's a genuine loss.
It is a genuine hard loss.
He was only 57. He was 57 years of age. He died on Monday, and the cause of death which might hit home for a lot of people, is ALS, or as we know it more often in the
In
UK.
England, it's more known as
Motor
neuron
neuron disease. ALS is the more widely used term in America.
In America and
which
stuff.
stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. Sclerosis, something like that. Obviously, I say motor neuron disease for the layman's terms.
Yeah.
You and I have both lost people to this disease as well, so that's
Yeah.
why this is pretty.
It hit us. It hit me hard. I don't know about you. It did really hit me hard as well.
Yeah.
As you just said, we both had a personal experience and loss with this disease. So
I'm sure many people can relate to it because it's just an awful disease. It really is.
It's you know yourself. Watching someone go from
Yeah.
being who they are to willing away to not, and it's a bit
It
of
is
a,
fucking heavy.
it's not a nice sight.
So, with that in mind, I believe I speak for both of us here when I say our
Yeah.
thoughts and our prayers are with
The family.
the family. So, apart from the whatever the fuck noise that is outside, we will have a moment of silence between the two of us. So. Right, and on to the next story. Well, not on the list, but next story I wanted to talk about just before. There's been a lot of rumours recently, and like I say, you were here the other day when we heard this, that apparently today, November 28th, is when there's going to be an Avengers 4 trailer dropping, the first Avengers trailer.
I heard about this myself.
Now, it's sort of, the hints have sort of been coming around because of like the Prelude comic, which Marvel have been known for with the cinematic films and stuff. But not only that, there's actually an event on today in America where there's a special screening of Avengers Infinity War, where Joe and Anthony Russo, the writers and directors, are going to be present and obviously fielding questions. So I think a lot of people look at it as to say, like, well, this is the perfect time to show off Avengers 4 because the Prelude comic comes out very soon, which obviously doesn't have a title yet because Avengers 4 doesn't have a title yet. So this event today would be the perfect place for them to...
It would be the perfect place to drop it.
Yeah, they'd put a trailer out and the name would be out there, and then when the comic comes out, then everyone's going to know what it's called.
Yeah.
So, but... I don't know about you. I'm really not holding my breath on this one.
I'm really not.
No.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, we've had experiences like this before, and I think we've just become sort of numb to the fact now. Is when we hear rumours. I think we still get a little bit of a fanboyish moment.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If it did happen, I'd be very excited.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
but I just don't hold my breath anymore.
No, of course not. Because it's like going back to the Spyro rumours when they first came out. And that was a ball ache because everyone was saying like, oh, it's this. Oh, it might be this. Oh, what about this instead? And then nothing came.
I mean, you used to get so excited over it. You more than me, but...
Yeah, because practically every week, for like 3 or 4 weeks, we were coming on to the podcast and saying, oh, there's been new rumours. There's been new leaks.
Yeah.
Someone says this. And then nothing ever came of it till like, what was it, end of March?
Yeah.
Something like that. So, yeah, no, we don't...
We don't deal with that shit anymore.
Grain of salt, as with all things, really. Yeah, grain of salt. But that's what I was going to throw in here dead quick. What I do want to talk about, though, is the new Spider-Man film coming out next month. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Which actually looks really good.
It does look amazing. I'm actually looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. And Sony, who are working on it themselves, not with Disney or Marvel or anything like that. In association with Marvel, but not with Marvel. They have a lot of faith in it because it's not even out yet. And they're already planning a sequel.
Yeah, dude, I mean, come on. It's not just... Alright, every Spider-Man film that we've had so far is Peter Parker.
Yeah.
The fact that we're actually focusing towards a whole nother universe and a whole different Spider-Man is amazing.
Yeah.
The main character in this time, is that guy.
Miles Morales' Spider-Man, who was the Ultimate Spider-Man when the Ultimate Universe version of Peter Parker died.
Exactly.
I haven't read that comic, and I really don't want to because it'll break my fucking heart. But, yeah.
Yo, no, I can't drop the spoiler, but at the end of that Spider-Man game, man, a heads up would have been nice for the
PS4
end of it.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. Heads up would have been fucking nice on that, bro. I wanted to fucking cry.
I didn't want to ruin it for you. I really didn't. So.
I actually had tears, man.
Me too.
I actually had tears. I went in full on sobbing, but I was just like...
It's one of those moments, like, no.
Oh, no!
Yeah. But actually, we actually said this a while ago. There's the PS4 Spider-Man suit appears in this new film as well, like a Easter egg.
I remember you saying.
But yeah, so the plan is the sequel is going to be sort of a spin-off or a sequel, no idea yet. But they're going to focus on all the female Spider-Mans.
Wait.
So you've got Spider-Gwen.
You got Spider-Gwen again. Yeah.
Spider-Gwen. You've got Spider-Woman, who is
Spider-Woman.
Yeah, I believe her name is Jessica Drew. She's not like Spider-Man, but she's still a spider person, if that makes sense.
I mean, I'd definitely have to
She's an agent for S.H.I.E.L.D., but I don't know much about her, to be honest, but I know she's sort of in the same vein as Spider-Man, but not.
I'm actually intrigued by it, though. So
I'd recommend looking into it. You probably find her in the comics are cheap.
Penny Parker, is it?
Yeah, she's in the current film.
Yeah, she's in the current film.
The little Asian girl.
Yeah, the Asian anime girl.
And then there was also talk of seeing Spider-Girl, who is, in one comic continuity, is the daughter of Peter Parker and Mary Jane. So she's looking to be in there as well. And there's probably other various versions.
I don't know about yourself, but I think Gwen Stacy is a better girlfriend for Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's why it hit so hard when she died.
Yeah.
The irony was, I was having this discussion with some friends like before Gwen Stacy made a huge comeback.
He snaps in her.
Yeah, I know.
How fucking I'm gonna save you! Oh, fuck! And nothing can go wrong!
And it went wrong in the worst possible way. I was saying how like Gwen Stacy's character was so hard done by because in all continuity she dies.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, here comes Spider-Gwen and Gwenpool. So Gwenpool is a thing.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not even kidding. To be fair, the comic looks really good.
I am so looking into it.
Me too.
Does she break the fourth wall? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, of course she does.
Good.
So,
well, even Spider-Man breaks the fourth wall as well.
Once or twice, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously not as extensively as Wade Wilson, but he does break the fourth wall a fair bit.
Yeah.
But Wade Wilson just takes it to a whole different level.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, a sequel with an all-female cast.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, pretty good. So far, the film... we actually looked at this before we started recording. There isn't a Metacritic score yet, but there has been one review out that I've seen. That was from IGN. They gave it a 9.0, which is a good score.
That is a really good score.
It's a really good score, so that's why I'm looking forward to seeing this film more than anything else.
That would be cool. I'd love to see that.
As I say, I saw a clip of it as well at the end of Venom, and I enjoyed it. Venom.
Every time.
Every time. So, next we're going to talk about is The Walking Dead. Walking Dead, as we sometimes jokingly call it. AMC's The Walking Dead. So, the mid-season finale came out on Sunday, or Monday for us in the UK. We're not going to talk about what happened in it, because as we've both seen it, I was spoiled for it. Thank you very much, internet, you bastards.
I was not, and I wish I was.
If I could remember the news outlet that fucking spoiled it for me, I would totally name and shame them right now.
Fucking...
But I can't, so you're lucky.
Fuck.
But either way, so 2 stories regarding the Walking Dead. The first is to do with the mid-season finale.
Yeah.
It has hit a new low in ratings. What? Again, The Walking Dead is not getting the audience it used to get.
I'm not being funny. If people watch this episode, I think it'd get its audience back.
This episode and the kind of everything that happened is really intrigued me for the next half of the season.
Yeah.
But I think, I know we've had this discussion before, because we've invested so much time in the show, we're sticking with it to the end.
I mean, I'm with it until it finishes or gets cancelled.
Yeah, that too.
I'd rather it finished.
Well, to be fair, Robert Kirkman does say he does have an ending. He does have an ending in mind for the comics. It's just a case of getting there. But as I say, the ratings for this mid-season finale were pretty low. It was only 5.1 million views. When season 8's mid-season finale, which was Carl, fucking most depressing episode ever, had 7.9 million. So it's down only a couple million, but still, this is the lowest mid-season finale ratings ever.
I don't know. I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna have a biased opinion on this. Obviously, we all know that.
Yeah.
And I shamelessly admit it every time that I've been there since day dot. Mm-hmm. I've read the comic books, but I didn't read all the comic books.
Yeah.
It was just like the first few that got me into it. So, I'm going to be there till the day something happens to it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, from watching it from day dot, I'll openly admit, it was amazing. It had the gore factor, the creepy factor, the survive factor. It felt like it was doing everything that a zombie film didn't. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then it sort of died off, and then you got
no
told...
pun intended.
Yeah. And then you got told, there's too much gore, you just need to take the gore out of it. And so then they lost the gore factor, then they sort of focused more on, like...
the people.
Yeah, like we need to build a community. I get what you're doing, guys. Mm-hmm. I appreciate what you're doing. But you're losing fucking audience members because you aren't doing what you used to do.
Yeah.
This last 2 episodes, I'd say. 2 episodes, would you say it's fair to say the last 2 episodes?
It's going to sound really bad. I'd say it's since Andrew Lincoln left, since Rick's last episode. Because now they've sort of teased there is a new threat out there. And they've worked it in nice and slowly, if that makes sense.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. Because we had, not this finale, not the one before that, the one before that. Literally the episode after Rick had gone. The tease for the walk with the Whisperers was only at the very end.
Very, very end.
And it was a good...
sorry, bro.
Okay. And that was a good way to sort of like, ooh, something's going on here.
Yeah.
And then straight into the next episode, the very start was creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
You agree that was pretty creepy?
Yeah, but it zoomed right up.
Well, yeah. Well,
I can't really. Sorry.
It was, it's the whole POV cam, but all the sound effects and stuff. And then this episode, we go full ham as well.
They go full on, and that freaked.
And I think when it comes to TV shows, we should rather than have a year, we should give it like a week rule.
Yeah.
I reckon, because if you're not watched the latest episode within a week, then
yeah, fair point.
So we won't discuss spoilers for this until next week if we so choose. But
yeah, but definitely,
I'd definitely say this: if the next half of the season is more like what happened this episode, then I'm down for the next half of the season. Down. Which is the next story we have, because the second half of season 9 is back in February 2019 on the 10th. Sunday, the 10th of February.
It's a bit early, isn't it?
No, actually, because last year's only came around about the 12th, 14th of February.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they only give it like 2 months gap now, 2 or 3 months gap.
Fair enough.
So, February 10th.
No, I'm thinking of a full season, like, when it finishes.
No. It
finishes like, what, March? Something like that?
Yeah,
you've got to
March,
wait till
April thing. Yeah, something like that.
Well, in the UK, that's how it works anyway.
Yeah, but no, second half of season 9 will be back on the 10th of February 2019.
It's just...
It is, like I said, I'm just...
The last 2 episodes for me have brought out that...
What we loved about the old shows.
It's hooked me back into being that 15-year-old like that. You know what I mean?
I think they've talked about it a little bit on The Talking Dead, because we watched that after we finished each episode. The thing that's intrigued me most about the second half of the season is obviously more Whisperers.
Oh, mate.
We're going to find out, we're going to see more of them, which is, like I say, anything to go off of, it's going to be brilliant.
There's going to be a few more cast members. There's going to be more known faces.
Yeah, it's not only that as well, like... You'll notice yourself watching this latest episode. There's all these... Well, the last 3 episodes since the 6-year time jump. Yeah. There's so many things that have changed, and it's like, explain this, give us some backstory to this, and obviously we haven't had that yet.
It's teased it.
It's teased it, but that's allegedly, again, what they've been talking about.
It's just a tip.
The next half of the season is going to give us those answers.
There you go, then.
As well as the Whisperers as well. So
I'm not being funny. The biggest part of the whole comic books were the Whisperers.
Well, after the Negan arc.
After the Negan arc, yeah, was the Whisperers. And not to spoil it, if it goes anything like the comic books, don't cling on to any characters.
Yes, don't like anybody.
Do not get attached to anyone.
We're in Game of Thrones mode now, guys. If you like a character, they're probably going to die.
Just don't get too attached to a character. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. So,
and without getting into spoilers,
again,
I did not believe.
No. Neither did I.
I didn't want to believe until the episode they confirmed it. It was like, I was like full on Luke Skywalker. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's how I felt too. That's why I was so shocked when I read the fucking spoiler. I was like, you bastards. And I was like, okay, I know what's going to happen, but I want to see how it happens. And again, no spoilers.
It was kind of a dick way to do it, though.
This is what I'm saying. I think it was a very good...
No, I don't mean... What I mean is it was a dick way for it to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it was just... It was
as far as deaths go in the show, this was a good death.
Yeah, well, I weren't saying it was a death, but thanks for that one, bro.
Well, it's implied.
Yeah.
We just implied that by saying if you like a character, they're probably going to die.
No, but it was one of them. For me, it felt like, wow, that was the perfect way to introduce the Whisperers. Mm-hmm. Wow, that was it was just what the fuck. So,
as I say, next half season is going to be a good one. It's shaping up to be good.
It is shaping up to be really good.
Right, moving on though. We only have 2 more stories left for the film news. This one's very quick. There's been 2 new trailers dropped this week from Disney. We have the live-action Lion King film trailer.
The live-action where none of the animals are real; they're all animated.
It's basically Jungle Book all over again. And when you think about Lion King, there wasn't even one human character in that film, so It won't be like Jungle Book where you got Mowgli wandering around.
It's the live animated.
Yeah, it's when you say it out loud, it's a bit like, hang on a second.
We're getting fucked over here, guys.
Something doesn't seem. One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things just doesn't belong.
I think it looks pretty good. Have you seen it?
I've seen the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks interesting at least.
It looks amazing, but they just shouldn't call it live action.
There's so many like animal based films coming out next year, isn't there? Because you've got live action Lion King, you've got Dumbo,
Yeah.
and then there's like Pikachu as well.
Can you really say Pokemon are animals?
Yes, you can.
They're not. They can't. They're Pokemon.
They're creatures that resemble animals.
Yeah,
so.
they resemble. Are you assuming they're species?
Damn right I am.
Triggered.
And then there's another trailer that came out, which I wasn't expecting at all. I didn't know this was actually a thing. Artemis Fowl. It's an old book series from when we were like kids/teens. It's a teen sci-fi novel series called Artemis Fowl. Where I think the kid's like a fucking genius secret agent magic thing. I don't really know. I know I used to have a friend in school who loved the books.
No. When are we gonna get a live action Danny Phantom? Just throwing it out there.
I don't know.
You're telling me that would not make a good film?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, we've had a live action Fairly Odd Parents. 3 of them, in fact. And then we had...
Yeah, but they were all Nickelodeon films, so...
Well, what's Danny Phantom doing?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying let's not let Nickelodeon have control of it.
It's kind of their property. They have no choice.
No, I'm just saying, let someone else do it. Nickelodeon, shut the fuck up. Let someone else take over. I'm not saying you don't own it. Keep everything. Keep the royals. Keep everything. Just let someone else fucking do it. Fuck! I hate big fucking companies that fuck things up. Disney, you cunts.
Okay, are you done?
Fuck!
Well, that certainly emphasises the diversity of the word.
You cunts.
Yeah, so there's 2 trailers been out.
Stark saying it.
There's 2 trailers out. Go check them out. See what you think. I'm looking forward to Lion King.
Yeah.
Artemis Fowl looks okay. I didn't know the book, so I don't have any connection to it.
Nah.
And the last thing to talk about is Netflix, because Netflix are once again adapting our childhoods in the form of Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl books are getting adapted into a, quote, animated event series on Netflix. So far, they've named Charlie and Chocolate Factory, Matilda, The Twits, which I didn't know was a Roald Dahl thing.
Did you know the Twits were
Didn't know
Roald Dahl? Did you not know?
The Twits is not a thing I've ever known.
Have you ever read them?
Nope.
Oh, mate, give them a good read.
I'll give it a go. And the BFG, obviously.
Of course.
At some point, obviously, the sort of small clip thing, it names these 4 titles, but then it says, and much more. So that's something to look forward to. And we have a quote here that says, the stories will, and this is the quote part, quote, remain faithful to the quintessential spirit and tone of Dahl, while also building out an imaginative story universe that expands far beyond the pages of the books themselves.
So in other words, we're going to take this, fuck shit up, make a lot of money, and we don't care about you guys.
Oh, hang on, I don't think that's fair. Netflix have been good at adapting shit before. Don't give me that look. You know what I'm talking about. When Netflix put money towards something, it's not bad.
Iron Fist.
That's
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage was good. Iron Fist was balls. And Death Note was balls too. It's a hit or miss situation with Netflix, alright?
You've just said when they do it good. I'm just proving.
I didn't say they always do it good. I just said when they give it a go, they do well with it.
It's like a part-time lover, innit? So when they're really in the mood, they're gonna be good. When they're just trying to make you happy.
When they try, it's really good.
Yeah.
When they don't try, it shits the bed.
Yeah.
Death Note being the prime example of that.
Do you know what? No. Death Note was not. Yeah, I can't even do it. I can't even say it.
Did you know they're making a sequel to that as well? For some reason. No idea why.
Well, they have to, the way they left it on that ending.
I've never seen it.
It just really pissed me off. It really did piss me off.
I can honestly say I've wholeheartedly never watched the live action Death Note, just like I never watched the anime because I'm reading the manga instead. I don't want to.
To be fair, I've read a little bit of the manga. I would suggest giving the anime a good little watch.
Believe me, as soon as I finish with the manga, I will binge the anime.
Oh.
But I want the most story out of it I can.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, I completely get what you're saying.
But that as I say, that's it for film
Ryu,
news. Yeah, right. Ryu.
Ryu.
Whatever. He's pretty baller.
Yeah.
That's it for the film news this week, unfortunately, so quite short. But we have a few game stories, but again, not many.
Cramping my foot.
The most we're going to get out this week is Quickfire, which is becoming a bit of a regular thing now, is Quickfire.
You know what? Like I said, though, I've spoken to a few people that watch our actual content, and they don't mind. They actually enjoy the Quickfire.
Yeah.
Because it gives them the information they need, and it doesn't
drag on.
It doesn't go into too much detail where the brain can't absorb it, all of it.
It's probably a case of we give them enough where they can go look for themselves if they're curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Couldn't have said it better myself.
And this time we'll do a countdown before a start. Let's try and time it. Go on. Fuck it.
We're going to time you this time.
I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling fucking
I will get my phone and time you.
Oh, God. I may regret saying that.
That's what she said.
Game news this week. So, we have a few bits of game news. The Game Awards are coming up very soon, sometime this month. I'm not sure on the dates. But it's been talked about that, obviously, at the Game Awards, we always get shown off new games or new pieces for existing games, or again, whole new games getting announced we didn't expect. And allegedly, at this year's Game Awards, there will be over 10 new game announcements. Specifically, new game announcements.
Like new, not like...
Like, we haven't seen these before.
Not like sequels, like new as in like we've never seen these type of games.
Well,
before.
I mean, sequels probably still count in the definition of new. I just mean like things that haven't been revealed yet. That makes sense. So if there is a sequel that hasn't been revealed yet, then yeah, we'll see that. We'll probably see existing footage for new games. New games like Death Stranding's going to be there because Kojima's big at the Game Awards. I imagine...
When the fuck is that game going to come out?
No idea.
No one even knows what's going on with that game.
People seem to think it's next year. We'll find out.
It confuses me. There's a baby. There's Norman Reedus. He wakes up naked on a beach. It's what the fuck.
Troy Baker's wearing a golden mask.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting either way. But there's some rumors around the kind of games that are going to appear. There's rumors there's going to be a new Mortal Kombat game announced. I know it makes you very happy. And there's also hints at a new Alien game.
Keep talking to me. I'm getting really excited right now.
Primarily because Fox have taken out a new copyright with Alien. It's a title, or trademark, whatever you want to call it. Alien something. I forget the tagline, but they've taken that. They've copyrighted that, so that's why people are thinking, oh, is this a new Alien game or is it a new Alien film? We'll find out.
I wouldn't mind both.
No, neither would I. I mean, I didn't play. I've played a bit of Isolation, but it's not... Yeah. That's exactly why I didn't play much of it. Liam's shocked and horrified face.
You know when you think you're safe as well? Like in games where you're like, oh, the vents, they're safe. No.
Nope.
Oh, I'm under the bed, I'm safe. No.
Nope.
I'm in a wardrobe, I'm safe. No.
No, yeah, I know.
And it's scary because there's not like multiple. There's just a one. And it's just on a relentless hunting spree and it just wants you to die.
Yeah, and even if you use a flamethrower on it, it's still coming back for you later on.
Yeah. You cannot, and there's no fighting back against this thing. You just run and hide. And the fucking scariest part of this, is when you're running, you think, yes, I'll make it to this bit. And next minute, you just see the tail emerge from like a vent, and you're
like, bollocks!
You run back the opposite way, and you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Give it a go, though. It's so much fun.
Recommend it. We're going to talk now about the Xbox games with gold this month, because they've been revealed. PS Plus games have not been revealed, but...
See, I knew you were a little Xbox fan. Never. I walked in, I found Xbox in his bed. I found an Xbox in his bed.
Well.
Found an Xbox in his house. Okay. I questioned him on it. It's just a friend. Now he wants to talk about the gold edition.
Well, we always talk about the free games each month.
No, you just do it now. You just go Microsoft, aren't you?
Definitely not.
Yeah,
most definitely not, Liam.
I can see it.
My arm is proof of this. I have it literally written on my arm.
I just want to... Yeah, but that's only one arm. How long before you end up getting it all on the other arm? Microsoft. Green Xbox tag. Yeah, I know you, bro.
No, you don't. You don't know shit. You can't handle the truth. Anyway, as it always seems to happen, we'll probably be like about to finish up recording this, and the PS Plus games will be announced for this month because today is the last Wednesday of the month. So we'll find out those games at some point today.
And you've probably already got them.
Probably.
It's become like a meme now.
It is such a fucking meme, but it's so goddamn annoying.
PS just released a new game. There's a picture of you just like that.
Already got him. And £6 a month, £7 a month. Fucking he's already fucking up.
Already completed them.
The fuck, Sony. But as I say, the Xbox games were gold games for December have been announced. So, 360 are getting Dragon Age 2, which is a pretty good RPG, I'd say. Xbox One is getting Never Alone, which I believe is like a platformer. It's like a 2D side-scrolling platformer, I believe. I'm not sure.
Can't say I've ever read that.
Xbox One players will also get a game called Cube 2, which is like a puzzle platformer again.
Oh, that's good though.
That's a first-person one, similar to like Portal and stuff.
Ah.
Dragon Age 2 will be available to download between the 1st and 15th. Never Alone will be available to download between the 16th of December and the 15th of January. And there's also going to be Mercenaries Playground of Destruction available. I think this is 360. Between December 16th and the 31st of
I like
December.
the mercenary games.
I remember playing the first one, you know.
I really enjoyed them.
I didn't play much of it, but I dabbled in it slightly.
It's a good game. I suggest giving it a go.
Yeah, I might look into it again. But yes, so those are the games for gold this month. As I say, I might as well just keep my phone handy because I'll just scroll through towards the end of the podcast and be like, oh look, there's the games for gold, the fucking PS Plus games this month.
And I've got them all.
I've got every single fucking one of them.
There's Liam just like that. Good.
Yeah, you secretly got Sony on speed dial next. You got sent a text like, you've done well.
You done well. Your payment is on its way.
You did well this month, Sony. He's got these games too. And I'll be like,
I would just say the owner of Sony's. I'll just say his name.
Shuhei Yoshida.
Yeah. Just texting him like, you done well, Padawan.
God damn it.
Your payment is on its way. Just sends back, thank you, Dark Lord.
No, it's Dark Hybrid.
Yeah. Thank you, Dark Hybrid. I serve to please.
I'm just double checking right now. I don't want to get to the end of this fucking video and be like, oh, here are the games. Anyway, moving on. Yes, so we also want to talk about a bundle that's available. Soon to be available for PSVR, because we also like to talk about PSVR. Well, I do.
At least nothing.
There's going to be a VR bundle released sometime this month for $349, which is a pretty good price. It includes the headset, the camera. It includes 2 motion controls as well, which is pretty good, because usually that costs about 80 odd quid. And the 2 games it comes with are Beat Saber and Borderlands 2 VR, which I'd say is a pretty good package.
Yeah, I would.
For 350 quid, that is a great package. So, if I didn't already have one, I'd buy that package.
If you doesn't already got it.
Yeah. Another thing to talk about is, this is again, it's a film news, but it's game news, so it's in the game section, and that's about the Monster Hunter World film that's currently being worked on, starring Mila Jovovich. There's been a screenshot.
Oh, that's for like the Monster Hunters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something different for Mila Jovovich later.
I figured you would. There's been a screenshot released online. We'll probably have it on screen now. And it just shows off Mila's character and an actor called Tony Jaa. Is that how you say that? Jaa? There at the end there.
Again, just give us normal fucking names. John Smith.
Well, his character's just called the Hunter. So, and Mila Jovovich's character's called Natalie Artemis.
She's playing Natalie.
Yeah, sure. What, you actually know the character? And is there actually a character in the game called Natalie Artemis? Didn't know. I don't play these games, so.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a screenshot. There's been released for that, so if you're into that, go and have a look at that. Next thing we want to talk about is Fallout 76, because it's not doing so hot right now. What do you want to say anything about Fallout 76, Liam, or do you want me to just put the knife in deeper?
Just twist it.
Okay, I'll twist it. So Fallout 76 came out, I think it was last week, and it has been getting some really bad reviews, like really bad. As of time recording this, it sits at a 50 on Metacritic, which I'm pretty sure is the lowest rated Fallout game in the series.
I think Vegas got worse.
Do you think? I don't know. I would have to look into it. A lot of the reviews have said that it's very buggy for an online game, and it's also quite monotonous as well, which just means boring and repetitive.
I mean, I know I'm sort of biased on the opinion, but let's just give it a good review. Give it a good. Look at it from a point of view of it's never been a PvP.
No.
It's never been an online game. This is new water, new territory, and they're trying new things out. Not turning around saying use that as an excuse.
No, because at the end of the day, they've still released a game that is bugged up the arse.
Yeah, it's still a buggy game. It's still monotonous.
It should have been delayed. Bethesda don't do that. They usually always, what is it? Bethesda's policy is we'll we'll only announce a release date for a game when we are so far into when we are confident it'll be finished by then.
Yeah.
But apparently this time they should have given a bit longer.
Yeah.
I think.
It was it's unfortunate as we found out, the servers were crashed because 3 people set off nukes at the exact same time.
Yeah, because that's a feature of the game, is you find bunkers and set off nukes and all that you wish to.
Yeah.
There's one server that got crashed because 3 teams of people set off a nuke at the same time.
Yeah, and it just couldn't handle that system.
But is that not the kind of shit the beta test is for? To push the server to its limit?
It is. That's the idea for a beta, but I'm not being funny. The idea behind... They knew that the whole goal was setting off nukes. They knew with a server of, say, I think it's 50, 60 people.
I think it's about 50 odd, yeah.
Yeah, with 50 people, that at some point there was going to be multiple nukes getting dropped at the same time. So why on God's green earth didn't they try and back this up? Now, this is coming from me, and we all know I'm a Bethesda fan. I'm a Bethesda fanboy.
Yeah.
And even I'm sitting here thinking they should have thought this through. They knew this was going to happen. Or if they didn't know, what the fuck, why weren't you thinking about this? Because even we knew.
You give players the ability to set off nuclear bombs. They're going to abuse the fuck out of that.
Yeah, of course they are.
You and I would.
Yeah, me and you'd set nukes on each other like motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then sit here and joke about it afterwards.
Precisely.
With 3 nipples and 2 heads.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's to be honest, it's a bit of a... As a fanboy of Bethesda and as a fanboy of Fallout the game, it's a bit of a letdown, and that's putting it nicely.
Well, I imagine they will probably spend a lot of time fixing all these issues now. Just could probably take a while.
No, that's the only thing I can give Bethesda, is they will sit there, they will take the time, and they will fix the problem.
Yeah,
but that still
should have delayed it a little bit.
Yeah, they should have delayed it, and they should have preempted. You should have preempted these fucking problems.
You know what's funny, right? Talking about delaying games. This is such a double-edged topic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's veer off for a second and discuss this, because every time a game gets delayed, the
people see their asses.
The general consensus is, oh, for fuck's sake, why are they delaying the games? Oh, why? It's so annoying. The more rational those among us.
Yeah, but this is exactly why they need to delay games.
Yeah, this is why, because if you release a product like this and you have practically the entire fan base look at it and go, what the fuck is this?
This is coming. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is coming from someone who backs Bethesda up to the nines. So, and I'm one person. I know that there's pretty. I know one person. We won't mention names, but you know who I'm on about. Whether I say Acid.
Oh yeah.
Even she's a big, massive Bethesda fan, and even she sits there and she's like,
Has she played this one?
She's got it.
Oh, she's got it.
She likes it.
Yeah.
She says it's a good Fallout game.
Yeah.
But even she'll admit it is buggy as shit.
Yeah.
And there's this whole... The waiting time's not like how it used to be. It's not like if you go to sleep for an hour... You can't go to sleep for hours. It's you lie in bed and your character rests and gains health back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do the whole... Get in bed in hours. It's like 24 hours, 23, 24, 20... And goes down that quick. Obviously because you're on live, you're a PvP.
Yeah.
But it just...
Oh, excuse me.
It pisses me off. It pisses me off to say that Bethesda fucked up.
Well, we'll move on from Bethesda and talk about Rockstar. Because Red Dead Redemption Online is having its beta this week. In fact, the beta rolled out in stages beginning yesterday. And it will last all week. And if you've got a copy of the game, you can get it. You can get the online version.
Yeah. I
believe it's on the 30th. Like when the online, I think that's when the actual online comes out.
Yeah.
But this week is just beta testing and stuff.
I hope and I pray it's not a copy and paste of GTA.
Yeah. No, that would be unfortunate.
I hope it's not a copy and paste of GTA. There's elements of the GTA franchise that I wouldn't mind seeing in it.
Yeah.
Like the whole being able to like change your clothes, personalise your own character,
create like a gang and stuff.
Yeah, create like a little gang or a posse. You know what I mean? Something like that. But yeah, maybe like do the bank heists and stuff like that. I think they'd be kind of cool to integrate. Integrate's the word I'm looking for. Integrate into
Red Dead Online.
Red Dead, but certain things like I don't like the ranking system in GTA. I don't like the leveling up system, and I don't like the fact that in GTA you've got to be like a certain level before you can buy a certain gun.
Yeah.
And you can only modify your car at a certain level over you've done this many races.
Well, there's one thing that won't be in Red Dead Online, it's cars.
Well, still might be horse
You have to
races.
modify your horses.
Your horse with
Get
turbo.
some fucking spinning rims on that thing. Spinning horseshoes on it. Trying to take a step, it's just like...
You slap its ass with a horn, you know what I mean?
You want to adjust it so it's like a little low riding thing. Its front legs are proper tall, its back legs are tiny. It's like, what the fuck?
Riding it like a chopper.
What the fuck is this?
No, but like, okay, in the first Red Dead, when you went online, you could only start off on a donkey.
Was there online for the first Red Dead game? I don't know, because I actually didn't play it.
It was so bad.
Oh, it was bad. Oh, okay.
It was bad.
Right, okay.
You had like death matches and group death matches and free for alls and shit like that, but
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, well.
But you start off on a donkey.
You start off on a donkey.
Like that was your mode of transportation. Transportation was a donkey. Then you got like a horse, and then a better horse, and a better horse, and then you could end up on a buffalo.
Yeah.
And a buffalo was basically a tank. But it was kind of. I hope it's not. I hope it's not like that.
Yeah, well, I imagine they're probably taking. They're probably going to take a few cues as to how to work with it from GTA Online, but I don't see it being like a big copy paste.
No.
If it is, then they have problems. But
it's Rockstar. They don't give a fuck, mate. They could just be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. Well, yes.
I know what we'll do. Throw some loot crates in there.
Oh God, I hope not. But that is all for this week's standard news section. That is it for that. So now we must move on to the quickfire news, because as for anyone who's not come back before, for our new listeners, if we miss a week or miss 2 weeks, as sometimes has happened, we now are doing a section at the very end where I will power through the stories that we found to be the most important that need discussing. And as we explained before, this is not in depth. This is very quick. I'm just going to rattle off what's happened, and then if you want to look into it further, then you can by all means. And this time we're going to time this shit. Ready?
On 3,
Count me in.
2, 1, go!
Disney released a live-action trailer for Dumbo. Fantastic Beasts 2 launched to be in the top spot of the UK box office. Batkid, who was an internet phenomenon from a few years ago, who unfortunately had cancer and leukemia, he made a wish, made into the city, Gotham City, before villains. He's now cancer-free after 5 years, so that's brilliant. John Cryer has been cast as Lex Luthor in CW's Arrowverse.
I can picture
Jared Leto has started his process of becoming Morbius for the Morbius Living Empire film, and the production has also started. Margot Robbie has revealed that the full title of the Birds of Prey film is called Birds of Prey, quote, in brackets, and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, in brackets. According to Game Informer, Sony and PlayStation will not be appearing at E3 in 2019.
That sucks.
Skybound Entertainment has revealed that it and some old employees of Telltale Games have started work on the final season of The Walking Dead.
Yes!
The new version of Xbox One is rumoured to be coming out with no disc.
What the fuck?
At all, gone completely digital. EA announces remasters of Command & Conquer, Tiberian Dawn, and Red Alert for PC. Red Alert will have all its DLC included. And Kingdom Hearts 3 has finished production and has gone gold.
How do you think you done?
Oh, I'm hoping I'm less than 2 minutes.
I can say you less than 2 minutes.
You did this in... Sorry, get all Top Gear on me.
I am. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, go on then.
You know what? Actually, next week we're going to get a board, so write this number down right now. We're going to time
I don't
it.
have any paper. Hang on. Here we go. I've got some paper now. It was a pen.
Oh, we need a pen.
Okay, go on. What's my time this week?
Right, you did it in.
Yep.
50.
Ooh.
8.
Yeah.
0.61.
Ooh.
We give him a round of applause,
Yes!
people. Round of fucking applause.
Thank you very much. Quickfire news this week. Under a minute. Just under a minute.
Just under a minute. But
And I fucking tripped on some words.
Just to prove I was not lying. Yes.
And that was I tripped over some words there as well. So
Exactly.
I'm quite impressed with that.
I am actually shocked, sir, that you got it out that quick.
That's what she said.
I was about to say that, you bastard. You beat me to it.
But that is not the end of this week's segment because we're a bit short. Well, we're a bit short on time as we usually are. We're not usually this short, but we have not to talk about. But we had a topic asked of us a few weeks ago. Well, it's actually gone back like a month or so now.
Jeez.
We're very late to talk about this, but a good friend of the show's, he asked us.
Yeah, we're sorry, by the way.
We're very sorry. We got around to it eventually.
We got there in the end.
He wants us to talk about our experiences with PvP and online.
Yeah.
Now,
I have a lot more PvP.
You have a lot more than I do, yeah. I've only had when it comes to literally PvP, my experience is very limited. I have more experience of playing online with people.
Yeah.
But against people is very limited. So I'll let you start off with this. Go on, tell me. Let's talk about your experience of PvP and how you found it.
Well, I've got a large variety of them. Mine sort of go from the Call of Duty's, Battlefields, the basic first-person shooter PvPs, to the one that me and you both love and enjoy, which would be stuff like Dead Island, Dying Light.
I don't think you'd class that as PvP though.
Wouldn't you?
Well, no, because you're not fighting. Well, I mean, there's elements. There's the side of Dying Light. There's the zombie mode, which is PvP.
Yeah.
But when you play online with someone, I don't think that's classed as PvP.
Well, we're not going to go... Alright, so... Well, a lot of mine's more discussed around about the Call of Duty franchises and stuff like that.
Where you're actively fighting against other players.
And it depended on what type of style you're playing, it can either be absolutely amazing or absolutely horrible. Like in Call of Duty, you have the main things are free-for-all, which you versus everyone else, as it stands. Team deathmatches, again, pretty much as it says on the tin. You've got search and destroys, which is team-based, let's just say for argument's sake, five people versus another 5 people. One have got to set off bombs. The others have got to kill the entire group before they get a chance to set off the bombs, and everyone only has 1 life. Trust me, that can get tricky as shit. It also can become so rage-inducing.
Yeah.
You've got online racing games as well.
Yeah.
Which I actually enjoy, weirdly enough. So stuff like The Crew, Forza, stuff like that, you know what I mean? They're also really good. They can be a bit competitive, and some people are just absolute dickheads on it.
Yeah.
Like, they go full-on dickhead mode, where, like, if you're about to win a race, they will hit your arse end and slide you out completely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just a dickhead move, by the way. If any of you guys do that, I'm sorry, yous are dickheads. And I do not like yous one bit.
It's dirty tactics.
If you're gonna lose, just lose with some dignity, okay? Let the other person win. If they are better than you, just let them be better than you. Improve your techniques, race more, learn techniques, improve your car. Don't be a dick and slam into people just because they're about to win. That is a proper dick move. That does my head in. Same with Call of Duty, especially if you go hardcore mode. If someone's doing better than you, on hardcore mode, you can kill your own teammates.
Yeah.
It does my head in when people are... I'd say it's happened to me so many fucking times, and it's rage-inducing. I'm about to kill someone.
Yeah.
For instance, I've done the whole technique. I've drop shotted, I've turned, or I've somehow managed to circle round, and I'm about to kill this dude, and one teammate's been following me the whole time, and then steals my kill.
Yeah.
It does my fucking head in. Or if I kill someone, they get a cob on with me, and then shoot me, and kill me just because I've killed someone that they had in their line of sight. It's like... It's kind of a double-edged sword. It's like, yeah, but if you didn't go out your way to do it, you ran round the corner and just accidentally walked into him, and then you're killing me because I killed him before you. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just people need to stop being such sore losers. You know what I mean? If you're gonna lose with dignity. If you're gonna win, don't be. And people can be such sore winners as well, mate. That's the worst part of it.
Yeah.
And I'm aiming this exactly at, like, you 12-year-olds. You're the worst for it. I'm so much better than... I don't give a fuck, mate. I genuinely don't give a fuck. I'm here to enjoy the game, not get pissed off that you're trying to give me shit. You're 12. You wouldn't do it in person. I'd slap you. You know what I mean? People need to stop having what used to be referred as keyboard warrior modes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're all big and hard on the other end of a screen, but you know, if we were sat next to each other, you wouldn't fucking bat an eyelid.
No, you wouldn't throw that kind of shit out at me if you and me were sat there like
it's
this.
like if we were sat like... Yeah, I mean, you were sat like this, I wouldn't... Well, I'm not going to use you, to be honest, that's a bit... If me and a random person were sat here, I wouldn't start going, I'm going to shag your ma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, because that's just... No. One, you're going to get a punch in the mouth for it. Two, it's disrespectful. So why do people think... This is my personal experience with it all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People need to stop being so disrespectful online. Straight up. That's the biggest thing. People need to stop being so disrespectful. If you're gonna lose like a fucking champion. As stupid as that sounds. Lose like a champion, accept you lost, improve yourself and get better. Don't start bitching and moaning.
Yeah.
Don't start doing dirty techniques, because that's just not...
Not on.
It's not on, it's bang out of order. I'm trying to be as quick as I can with this. If you're gonna win like a champion. Be modest. Don't be modest.
No, be modest about it. Be modest about it.
Be modest about it. Don't be
don't gloat.
Yeah,
essentially.
don't be bragging. Don't be look at that. I've just drop shot in with a 360 no scope and I do that with one hand. Don't be a dickhead about it. You know what I mean? If you've just 360 no scope someone from across the map, mate, you've got every right to be excited and love that moment. But don't be a dick about it. There's a difference between being happy and a dick. Happy is, guys, I just fucking 360.
There's a difference between celebrating something that you've done and bragging about it.
Like, don't get me wrong, you wouldn't play Call of Duty. So if I was to come down and be like, oh my god, I got this 360 no scope the other day, it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I'd
just be like, oh, that's cool.
That's celebrating. But if I come in walking like Conor McGregor's just entered the octagon, done this 360 no scope, lad. It's nothing. Do it all the time. That's being a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Learn the difference, people.
So, my experience with PvP is very different. I was trying to move on, so I couldn't think of a way to move on. So, I say, like, I've done a few, like, actually PvP games. Yeah. I'm ashamed to admit, obviously, I did play Fortnite very briefly, just to try it out.
I tried Fortnite.
I literally tried it with a friend. It was I think we did the 50v50 version.
I was doing it with a friend.
Exactly. You always do it with your friends.
Always do it with your friends. Always let your friends play with you.
Always. Pretty very lame. Yeah. I played a bit of that. Other than that, like, actually online against other people, I can't say I've done, apart from, as we just discussed before, Dying Light's be a zombie mode.
Yeah.
Which again is another situation of I was playing the standard game with a friend, and it sort of came up as like a oh, you're online, you can do this. You can go into the be a zombie mode, which and we just sort of looked at it and went, should we just give it a go? Might be fun, let's give it a go. So we tried it, and to be fair, the be a zombie mode is actually quite fun. Yeah. If you're a zombie, it's fun because you essentially can't be detected. You sneak around the map, you just come over and bitch slap the other players. It's funny. And then playing as the humans is fun as well because it's at night. There aren't any volatiles around, I don't believe, but the one big zombie that's wandering around is the hunter. I believe it's called the hunter zombie.
Yeah. And
you've got to sort of destroy these nests, which are surrounded by normal zombies.
Yeah.
But all the while, the hunter is around finding you.
Yeah.
As well. It is actually quite fun. I'd recommend giving that a go. Other than that, as I say, my online experience has primarily been working with people. Mm-hmm. And again, I played Dead Island a few times online with a friend. Other than that, there aren't those kind of games. Borderlands is another game I played online with friends. But
can you actually do?
Well, you can, yeah, because if you walk over to another person on your team and like melee them, it'll sort of initiate a challenge. Where you two can just fight for like until whoever dies, really. It's quite fun, it's quite interesting, and I used to dick around with our mutual friend, and every time we'd be in a loading screen, you know how it counts down. Yeah. On the last second, I'd throw a hit at them, and then it'd be like, "I challenge you" as the screen goes black, so they couldn't turn around and retort because if they did it fast enough, the transition time would cancel, and you'd be in a fight. You're like, "Fuck." I just think it was hilarious. I thought it was like a nice.
Be a little bit. See, when you have that, that's what I'm on about. That's a good little bit of banter.
Yeah.
That's a good little bit of that's a good time with your friends. That's I'm gonna be a dick to you, but you know I love you, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna be a knob about it, but we're gonna laugh about it later.
It's gonna be one of the moments where you go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, you dick."
Yeah, exactly.
Not one of the moments where you go, "Oh, for fuck's sake, you dick."
Precisely.
There is a difference, people. There is a difference. Learn your shit.
So yeah, I think that's about it really for the online aspects of things. Because as you say, yours is very much more the online fighting, competitive, whereas mine's much more online cooperative.
Yeah,
if I was to go online, that's what I do is online cooperative. I don't want to fight against people. I'd rather work with them.
See, I'd say I'm definitely more. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna lie and pretend I haven't done the whole be a dick thing. But
I think we can all say we've done it at least once.
I mind more if you've been a dick to me, and I know I can outdo you.
Yeah.
You've been a dick to me, mate. You're getting your fucking asshole raped by me.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get it constantly, boom, boom, until you quit the game, and then in my head, that's you sitting there going, "Well, I'm not doing that again."
Yeah, no, God no.
You know what I mean? So in a way, yeah, I've been a dick, but I've been a dick for a good cause.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make any sense?
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I'm not the hero they wanted, but I'm the hero they needed.
I'm the hero they got.
I was the hero they got.
Oh, excuse me.
Can we do one last thing?
I was going to say that for later, but you can do it now if you want.
Oh, go on then. No, go on.
No, go on, do it. We'll end on the other story instead.
That's I thought we were.
I thought we were.
You do it.
We've got cross wires, people. Okay, so before we finish off with a nice little news story we found, we wanted to end on a positive note. We also want to end on another, a very unexpected note, should we say? So
Yeah, I was shocked by this a lot.
This was like late Friday night.
Yeah.
The Facebook page gets a message off a fan.
Yeah.
We had a fan actually contact us, and
by the way, guys, if you ever want to get in touch, just trust me.
Yeah, by all means.
We're not gonna be like, oh no. Trust me, we love it. We love it when you guys get in touch with us. It gives us the biggest
grins you'll ever find.
Yeah. And we just sit there with the biggest little grins on our face. We get the best feelings in the world. We're just sitting there. No.
The gist of this message was it was a fan's mother got in contact with us.
God. That doesn't sound as good, does it?
No, I mean, as I said, my first thought was, how old's your kid? Because we do say some inappropriate things on this podcast, but it seems to be okay, so let's just roll with it.
Okay.
We'll just say Mrs. Miller and her son, they both enjoy watching these videos and enjoy listening to the podcast, so thank you so much.
We do actually appreciate it, and we love you guys.
If you have a gamer tag that you want us to promote, we will happily do that.
Oh god, yeah. If you guys have any gamer tags, just send it to us.
Absolutely, yeah. And
we're happy to we're happy to do this.
This is probably our best way of saying thank you, honestly.
Yeah, honestly,
we do appreciate it.
We do appreciate it. We love you guys.
Love you so much. Love you all. But the last thing we want to end it on, which was, like I said, a nice little news story, which I thought was like a nice little positive note, is as I said before, it's to do with Spyro, the Reignited trilogy. So there was a very touching Easter egg that's been discovered in the game, in specifically the third game, Spyro Year of the Dragon. Now, a Reddit user by the name of the Chrono Shadow has talked about the love that he and his mother have for the third Spyro game, and obviously playing it in Reignited trilogy, reliving those memories has been very emotional for them, which is good. Well, it's good to have those kind of positive emotions, because unfortunately, Chrono Shadow and his mother are both battling cancer right now.
Both of them,
and that sounds heavy as fuck.
I mean, I can't imagine. Well, not imagine it. I'm trying to say imagine how both of them must have felt at the exact same time.
You can't imagine. You can't even begin to imagine how that must feel.
Exactly.
To be, struggling like that and have a family that
coming from a parent's point of view.
Yeah.
To find out one.
Yeah.
That. Mm-hmm. And then to try to deal with that, and then find out your son is dealing with the same thing. I mean,
yeah,
that'd break me. That would break me.
But the sort of silver lining here is, he sort of was talking with the community around Spyro and the guys at Toys for Bob who made the game. If there was a way he could sort of immortalize his mother, who goes by whose name is Parvinder, and it's true, they are. There is an Easter egg. There's an Easter egg in the third Spyro game of the Reignited trilogy, Year of the Dragon.
No.
There is a few paintings in the homeworld midday gardens with, and you look at the paintings and you'll find Parvinder's name right there on the image, and it'll be a way to forever immortalize a very strong individual.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and a very strong family, and as I say, we sort of got a bit philosophical with this before, but this is the kind of shit that
gaming does.
This is
a community that gamers are a part of. Good and bad sides to it. It's
every single community has their dark sides.
Exactly.
But it's stuff like this that
really uplifts you and makes you proud to call yourself a gamer.
100%.
I mean,
so I know that when I get into Spyro the Year of the Dragon on my Reignited split, I'm gonna be looking out for this image.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be looking out for this Easter egg. But that's how we thought we'd end the show, on that nice little positive note. thank you all so much for listening, guys.
You guys are amazing. We love you all.
We've been doing this for 30 episodes now, so...
I'm surprised we haven't killed each other.
No, but I'm ashamed to announce this is the final episode. Lol, JK. No, we're not ending it anytime soon.
No, we'll cut to black like The Sopranos.
Oh, God. We'd never do that. What a dick thing to do.
We should totally do it.
God damn it.
One day, just out of the blue, you guys are getting Sopranos.
I like how that's a thing now, because you're going to get sopranoed.
Yeah.
As we say, yes, thank you very much for listening, guys. If you've been watching along on YouTube, thank you very much for spending time with us. We do appreciate it. As I say, thank you very much to Mrs. Miller and her son for watching along, liking our stuff. We do appreciate that as well.
Our love and prayers go to the Chrono Shadow and his mother.
Yeah, as well as the family of Mr. Hillenburg who created SpongeBob.
Yeah.
We'll see you all hopefully next week.
We do try our best.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, as we all know, I'm in the middle of assignments and shit, which I've not even done.
And I'm trying to be an adult.
Yeah, well, one of us has to be.
Yeah, I suppose.
And more often than not, it's not you.
I know.
But yes, we'll see you all next week and the game.
Fuck!
As per always, the game. We all lost it together. That's the thing. Yeah.
It was a gangbang.
Oh my god.
Deuces!
Bye! The one I saw, she used the end bit where it's like, after he does number 5 and number 5 says this.
Yeah.
No, after number 4 does it, and then he goes, tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heart.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Now number 5. I never wanna hear you say, woo! I want it that way. Chills. Literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5 killed my brother.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.